Coming up next, it's a flyweight title fight between TJ Dillashaw and Louis Smolka. Well, it's got to feel good for this man to make this walk. He has chewed up and spit out all comers on his run to contention. Now he is the undisputed #1 contender, looking to become the new UFC flyweight champion. A lot of people think he has the skills to do just that. Tonight, though, his opportunity to prove it in front of a sold-out crowd tonight, that he is the best 125-pound fighter on the planet. All right, so here we go with this UFC Flyweight Championship fight, and there is the man out of the red corner, the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC Flyweight Champion, making his way to the octagon. He's defended this belt before. This is not new territory for this young man who believes that the rest are just the rest. He believes he is the best at 125 pounds and looking to prove just that here tonight. Our tail the tape for this flyweight championship fight. Smolka is 29. Dillashaw is 34. Smolka is 3 inches taller. He will have a 1-inch reach advantage. All right, now to get us started, we go inside the octagon where we find Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon, Dan Mergliotta. This is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the sold-out T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. It's time! Our rounds for the undisputed UFC Flyweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 17 wins, 9 losses. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighing in at 125 pounds. Fighting at a Kapolei, Hawaii, presenting the challenger, Louis the Samurai Smolka. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 18 wins, 5 losses. He stands 5 feet 6 inches tall, weighing in at 125 pounds. Fighting out of Denver, Colorado, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC Flyweight Champion of the World, TJ Dillashaw!
Alright, this is for the UFC Championship. We want you to wear commands at all times, protect yourself at all times. You want a nice, clean, safe fight. Touch gloves, back your corners, come out fighting.
You ready?
Round 1 is upon us between two of the best fighters in this division. Hard to find anything resembling a glaring weakness on either side when you break down the film.
There are no weaknesses in these guys. These guys are as well-rounded as they come. They both can wrestle, both can grapple, both can strike. They can do it all. And these are the matchups that we dream of as MMA fans. Beautiful punch. Nice leg kick lands.
Oh man, that left hand is so educated, and he led with it there.
He's so comfortable throwing it that he will use it in place of a jab sometimes.
Just unable to quite find that range.
Big head kick. That right hand hurt him a little bit.
A single collar tie here.
Oh, he's hurt bad. He's hurt bad, John. He's got to press him. He's got to go chase that finish down now.
Now goes in and secures the takedown. Oh, man. This ground and pound is good. Probably my favorite striking realm in MMA, and he's as good as it gets.
The problem is the opponent is not controlling his posture. He's allowing his opponent to get up, and when he does, it creates this space to land a beautiful ground and pound combination.
All right, inside his opponent's guard here, DC. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom. The Kimura is not the arm. It's the shoulder pressure that usually makes you tap.
And he's out. Good movement by him here, transitioning very well on the ground tonight.
Step for step, he's staying with his opponent in every transition.
All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. Smolka's has got full mount now. Fighters back to their feet here, and he landed the right hand there. Throwing that jab, no good. Less than a minute to go now in our opening round.
Big punch lands over the top. How's he gonna follow this one?
All right, so we're in the clinch. Not anymore. Beautiful trip to get this fight to the ground, DC.
No effort, John. No effort. When you do it right, it takes no effort. And this young man just did it right.
Lands a right hand upstairs. Oh, nice jab there. He told us on Thursday he wanted to break this dude's nose. That is certainly a step in the right direction.
Mission accomplished. You are battering that nose. Nice job of hiding that head kick.
All right, DC, let's look at some of the highlights from the last round. Lot for the replay guys to choose from.
Yeah, man, these guys stood on a quarter in the middle of the octagon. Take one to give one. Over and over, each guy landed, and they both landed very well over the course of that first round.
Okay, you ready, round two? Ready?
All right, round two.
Good punch lands. Look at him drive his shin into the opponent's body with that body.
Oh, he lands a huge kick here. Ooh, nice slip there to avoid the punch by Smolka. Continues to mix it up, going to the head, mixing in some body shots. Misses again with a right punch. Dillashaw gets caught with that punch. Not the easiest guy in the world to hit, but he got caught there.
Take it for a ride. Nice double leg, nice finish.
All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You gotta be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. Posturing up now.
And now the damage is about to start.
All right, closed guard now. Nice hammer fist.
He's putting him in exactly the positions he needs to be in right now. He's able to relax here. And he understands, being a veteran of so many fights, that as long as he's on top, he's winning. He feels like he's winning here.
Well, he's really picked up the pace here in round two. Much more aggressive now here and starting to find himself in the pocket.
Big, powerful punch lands. Now he gets back to range.
All right, he engages in a single collar tie here. And both guys really throwing with authority.
Nice single.
Two minutes remain in the round.
to his mount.
All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
All right, side control now. We'll see if he can advance position. I love watching this guy move on the ground. Another nice transition there.
Such a high-level grappler. You don't see that very often.
Pretty good work with the strikes here off of his back by Dillashaw. Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. Working off of his back here, looks like he may try to hip escape.
Right now, it looks like he may be trying to set up an arm triangle choke. He needs to secure the left arm, push it across, and secure it with his head. Watch triangle, watch triangle.
Nicely done. And they both stand up.
Ooh, what a punch.
Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense? All right, a lot of tremendous striking action in that last round, DC. I know you don't have a telestrator, but take us through the replay.
I mean, I would love to have my telestrator right now. That was a great display of high-level mixed martial arts striking. Both combatants stood toe-to-toe and let it all hang out.
Ready? Ready?
Here we go, third round of this championship fight. Well, he continues to land a high number of strikes here, just like he did in the previous round. This is a world-class display of striking here tonight. Now connects with a right. Mixes it up nicely in terms of staying heavy and also staying active. All right, he engages in the single collar tie. Stuffs the takedown, no problem.
Left hand punch from the clinch.
Stuffs the takedown, no problem. And they separate. Dillashaw gets touched by that kick there. Oh, spinning back fist out of nowhere. And they separate. Oh, looked like he was trying to set up the head kick, but he misses on that attempt. Oh, a little single collar tie there. Oh, massive knee to the head. Now goes in and secures the takedown. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
Then he's out.
Keep busy, guys. Keep busy.
Oh, and he's able to land a strike there from the bottom. Nicely done by the Hawaiian Smolka. Strong bottom work here, staying busy. So you gotta be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long.
Nice right hand.
Dillashaw going to work here from guard. Nice combination there. Everything he throws is with fight-ending intentions. Smolka's lower jaw does not look good. I don't think it's broken, but starting to show some obvious signs of swelling. Inside his opponent's guard here.
You cannot sit in these jiu-jitsu guys' guard. And you can't have one arm in, one arm out. Guys will start throwing up legs, chasing triangles.
He's got a serious right punch, and he went to it effectively there.
It is his money shot. He will continue to throw it until he finds a knockout.
All right, operating inside the closed guard now. Well, you've got to be working off of your back. He's certainly doing so here. Nice punch. Well, this is some serious pressure from the top by Dillashaw. Oh, and he's back up again. Spinning back fist is there. Oh, and he is getting tagged repeatedly. Nice combination of strikes up top.
Oh, beautiful combination. I don't understand why the guy is not moving his head. Get your head moving, son.
All right, we now take a look back at some of the highlights from that last round, DC. A lot for the replay guys to choose from.
I mean, these guys are going to be very busy trying to find what replay to show you guys. Lands on both sides of the octagon. Both guys fought great. What a phenomenal round.
Settle down. Listen. All right, so here we go with our fourth round of a possible 5, and a lot of fighters change up their training camp when they're fighting 5 rounds versus 3.
Yeah, you gotta change it up. You have to mix things up because fighting for an extra 10 minutes is not normal. Guys don't do this normally. It's a 15-minute fight, so you have to do things physically and also mentally to make sure that you're ready to go that extra 10 minutes.
He landed another great shot to the body there, really starting to connect at a high percentage now in the latter stages of this fight.
In the clinch, big body punch, digging his entire hip into every single strike. Look at how he turns his hip over when he throws that kick.
And they separate. Oh, massive head kick there. We'll see if he can finish. Oh, straight right.
Oh, that was a really nice takedown.
Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
Well, he's staying pretty effective here, fighting off of his back. Nice strike landed there by the bottom by Dillashaw. Oh, his opponent squirming like a fish out of water now. The ground and pound is on point. This could very well be the beginning of the end.
This could be the beginning of the end.
Going for a submission. And he's out. Lands a strike now from the bottom. Nice work there by Dillashaw. All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. Oh, these are some serious power punches from the top by Smolka. Both fighters back to their feet now. Oh, and he connects there. His shot right thus far. How's his opponent still standing?
I mean, I have no idea. This fight is supposed to be over. It might not be over now, but it's gonna be over very soon.
So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are gonna take their toll as this fight goes on. Back to the left hand now, unable to connect. Well, it's one thing to have length, it's another thing to use it, and he does it as well as anyone. Nice kick there by Smolka. Well, he has certainly found the range and staying pretty busy here on the field.
He's being busy, but it's also the timing and the accuracy that's allowing him to land so many attacks. Nice.
Oh, stuffs the takedown without issue. Smolka's lower jaw very swollen now. Time to bite down on the mouthpiece and move forward. Horn sounds for the end of round 4. All right, so there's the end of the round. You see the cut on his nose, and you have to at least ask the question at this point in time. Maybe he's dealing with a broken nose. You certainly don't want to blow the nose. That will result in the eyes swelling shut, but a definite source of adversity here after this round. All right, well, his kicking game was outstanding in that round. We'll see if his opponent can make the adjustments, but take us through the replays before we get there.
It's always weird to watch a young fighter start to come into his own. Early in his career, he did not have this ability. He did not have the ability to dictate and control fights with his legs. Now he does, and he looks like a beast.
Oh, what a head kick there as he lands, and maybe time to get the bonus checks ready.
I mean, this fight is about done. He's got him hurt very bad with his head kicks. Now he has to find one more strike to end the night. Right hand punch in the clinch.
He's looking for that left hand. Not there.
Big punch land. Ooh.
Head strikes. All right, so he's landed some good shots tonight, but this is not a combo meal, right? No three-piece, no soda. It's one and done. Now, oh, and a quick entry.
Great single entry. Rotates the high crotch, is taking it for a ride.
Pretty significant welt to the left side. Well, you know, I don't like the gi very much, but I have an appreciation and a healthy one for these type of transitions.
You can tell he's been in a gi at some point in his life with the way that he moves so freely.
I'm skipping jiu-jitsu next week, too. Side control now. Under 3 minutes now to go round 5. Oh, wow, that happened quickly as the fighter reverses position there on the ground.
Unbelievable position change. Wow, what a transition.
All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent, you gotta be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. Smolka's got the full mount. All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
And he's looking for that left hand, just missed.
Punch over the top.
Well, it's all pace and pressure down the stretch. He is really lighting him up now. Oh, and he got tagged by that combination. His coach said on Thursday to us, it has to be punches and bunches. It has to be volume, and his student has certainly followed up on that imperative.
So much volume, but the accuracy of this fighter is truly unbelievable.
Into the final minute of this championship fight. Oh, there's the double leg takedown. All right, DC, half guard position here. You've done a lot of good work in this spot in your career.
Oh, man, I love this position, and you see this fighter today loves it too. It is the most secure position in fighting. You get an underhook on one. Now he has a headlock trying to pin his opponent's back down flat onto the mat. Look for him to transition to an arm triangle to try to chase the finish. Watch triangle, watch triangle.
Well, what a title fight it was, what a showcase it was for this division, but at the end of the day, the champion just did a little bit more, and you gotta think he gets the nod, right?
I believe it was the championship experience that allowed him to push through in those spots that he needed to in order to keep his championship. I agree with you, J.A. I think he keeps his belt.
Official decision now in, the buff has it.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. The judges score the contest 49-46, 48-47, and 48-47. With a winner by unanimous decision, and still the undisputed UFC flyweight champion of the world, DJ Dillashaw!
Well, he needed the full 25 minutes, but there is no shine off of this performance tonight as he remains the UFC flyweight champion of the world, and it is going to take a major effort from one of these fellow contenders to knock this man off the throne at 125 pounds.